Have you ever wondered what would actually happen if our planet had absolutely zero volcanoes? You've probably seen pictures of the famous Mayon volcano with its breathtaking, perfect cone shape. It looks like a magnificent masterpiece of nature, but beneath that beauty lies a terrifying threat. So, would a world without these ticking time bombs be a safer paradise or a complete nightmare? Let's dig into that. Spoiler alert: volcanoes aren't just giant green cones hiding a pool of lava. We actually have a lot to learn about them. Simply put, a volcano is a massive hole in the Earth's crust. It's a vent where scorching lava, choking ash, and toxic gases escape from deep down underground. Usually, they form right where massive chunks of land, called tectonic plates, crash into each other. When one colossal plate slides under another, the intense heat melts the solid rock, turning it into magma. This magma pools in a chamber, and when the pressure gets too intense, it violently erupts as lava. Over time, this lava cools and hardens, building up to form that classic cone-shaped mountain we all know. But volcanoes come in all shapes and sizes, like wide shield volcanoes or steep little cinder cones. Take the Tal volcano, for example. It's a bizarre and unique island within a lake within a volcano. The molten rock that erupts is insanely hot, with temperatures ranging from 800 to 1200 degrees. Because of this extreme heat, watching lava up close is like sticking your face directly into a barbecue grill. But wait, did you think you were totally safe just because you live far away from the eruption zone? Think again. The massive plumes of volcanic smoke are incredibly dangerous for commercial airplanes flying high. The microscopic ash can completely clog jet engines. Plus, the volcano releases toxic carbon and sulfur dioxide. Here is a fun fact. Most of that scary-looking thick smoke is actually just plain water that turned into steam. The extreme underground heat melts ice or boils groundwater, and it all violently rises up as superheated steam. So, the next time you see a volcano erupting on the news, remember a lot of that smoke is evaporated water. Long before a volcano actually erupts, there are massive, invisible events happening deep underground. As the magma slowly forces its way toward the surface, it violently fractures rock, causing ground movement. These movements trigger earthquakes that get stronger and more frequent as the eruption draws closer. As the tension continues to build up, toxic gases begin to seep out and evaporate through cracks in the soil. It's literally like a massive geological ticking time bomb, just waiting for the perfect moment to explode. These warning signals can last for weeks, months, or even years before the main event finally happens. But when the time comes, boom, the magma breaches the surface, blasting lava and ash into the sky. It looks like a spectacular fireworks show, but it is extremely dangerous for anyone living nearby. Besides earthquakes and suffocating ash, there is the terrifying threat of the pyroclastic flow. This is a super fast avalanche of scorching gas and debris that instantly vaporizes everything in its path. It's a breathtaking view, but incredibly lethal. People often call it a beautifully tragic disaster. But did you know that despite being massive natural disasters, volcanoes actually helped build our world? Billions of years ago, ancient volcanoes released massive amounts of gases from deep inside the Earth. These crucial gases, like water vapor and carbon dioxide, completely formed the atmosphere we have today. That water vapor floated up, slowly cooled down in the atmosphere, and condensed to form heavy clouds. Then, it rained for millions of years, filling up the massive oceans and rivers that sustain all life. Meanwhile, the carbon dioxide became the ultimate food source for the very first plants on Earth. Through photosynthesis, these plants used sunlight and carbon dioxide to grow and release pure oxygen. This oxygen is exactly what we, and all other animals, desperately need to breathe and stay alive right now. Volcanoes also have a bizarre superpower. They can actually cool down the entire planet's temperature. When a huge eruption happens, it blasts sulfur gas into the sky, which mixes with water to form aerosols. These microscopic aerosols act like a giant floating mirror, reflecting the sun's heat back into space. Because less heat reaches the surface, the global temperature temporarily drops, causing a volcanic winter. Did you know that volcanoes also play a massive role in producing some of the most delicious food on Earth? No, they aren't secret chefs. But after an eruption, the ash breaks down and makes the soil incredibly fertile. This volcanic ash is packed with rare nutrients that plants desperately need to grow large and healthy. For example, in Italy, the dark soil around Mount Vesuvius produces world-famous tomatoes and grapes. That iconic Italian pizza tastes so amazing, partly because a deadly volcano fertilized the ingredients. Volcanoes are also the ultimate land builders. Long ago, Earth had just one supercontinent called Pangaea. Over millions of years, tectonic plates shifted, and magma poured out of the crust, creating brand new land. This continuous volcanic paving is exactly how gorgeous islands like Iceland and Hawaii were born. Now, let's talk about leisure. Besides beautiful views, volcanoes give us some awesome spots to relax. Natural hot springs, heated by underground magma chambers, are the ultimate spa and team-building spots. Not only that, but we harness that intense underground heat to create massive amounts of geothermal energy. This endless energy is used to generate clean electricity in places like New Zealand and Iceland. So, while they give us relaxing hot springs, they also keep the lights on without polluting the sky. Volcanoes are also highly practical. The hard volcanic rocks and ash are used to build our modern world. They are mixed into concrete to build highways and super strong buildings that can last for generations. Even better, extreme heat and pressure from volcanic activity help form valuable mineral deposits deep down. These minerals are mined for vital things, like gold for jewelry and copper for all our electronics. As you can see, volcanoes do a ton of heavy lifting for our ecosystem, technology, and geography. So, kidding aside, can you actually imagine a world completely stripped of all its volcanoes? Well, the brutal truth is that if Earth never had volcanoes, we probably wouldn't even exist right now. Without them, there would be no volcanic gases like water vapor and carbon dioxide to form an atmosphere. And since the atmosphere provides the very air we breathe, no plants, animals, or humans could survive. Without magma breaking the surface to create new land, our beautiful Earth would look incredibly dead. It would basically look just like Mars, a barren, cold, and completely empty rock floating in space. We would have no towering mountains, no sprawling continents, and no tropical islands to vacation on. The soil would be dense, heavy, and completely stripped of the vital nutrients needed for agriculture. So, say goodbye to delicious fruits, fresh vegetables, and basically any food that relies on fertile soil. Without a way out, all that hot magma would just solidify deep underground, forming massive rock structures. These are called intrusive igneous rocks, like the massive granite formation seen in California's Sierra Nevada. Also, without geothermal energy from volcanoes, humanity would be completely forced to rely on fossil fuels. Burning all that coal and oil would severely accelerate global warming, ruining our climate much faster. Plus, we would lose access to crucial underground minerals, making modern technology nearly impossible to build. And honestly, can you imagine doing a corporate team-building retreat without a relaxing volcanic hot spring? Volcanoes aren't just powerful explosions and looming dangers. They are the beating heart of our ecosystem. They are truly beautiful disasters, providing long-term life and vital resources through their temporary chaos. So next time you see a volcano, respect its power. Don't forget to subscribe and press the notification bell.